Hello everyone and welcome to the course. Before we dive into the course, let me first introduce myself. My name is Kevin and I live in Seoul, Korea. I have over 10 years of experience planning and running AWS training programs, and during this time I've had the chance to support more than 600 companies and train over 15,000 cloud professionals. Currently, I am also working as a content creator, creating and sharing AWS courses. On a popular learning platform in Korea, I provide these courses under the name Nomad Contents Lab. My goal has always been simple: to help individuals and companies grow their skills with AWS by making clear, practical, and high-quality training. This course is based on my original AWS courses that are currently released in Korea. And especially, since my original courses are released in Korean, I created this course in English so that students from all over the world can learn comfortably. Let me tell you why I created my own courses. Over many years of working with companies and individuals on AWS training, I have seen many learners who knew the theory but struggled with real tasks. I also noticed that certifications alone are not enough. So, to work effectively, you need hands-on experience with AWS. That's why I created the courses, to give learners practical, hands-on experience that they can apply directly to real work and projects. In Korea, about 3,000 students have already taken my courses online, with an average rating of 4.8 out of 5.0. The content is also used in offline training sessions, so in reality, many more professionals have improved their AWS skills through my courses. With this background, you can be confident that the quality of my course has already been proven. Please note that the voice in this course was generated using a text-to-speech service. Although I can speak English, I decided to use this method to provide a consistent and comfortable listening experience throughout long training sessions. For this, I first wrote the script in Korean, translated it into English, and then produced the narration using a text-to-speech service. It was hard work, but I was also excited about sharing my course with students from all around the world. In this course, you will understand how AWS services come together and integrate into a complete architecture. For this, every chapter and session connects step by step, so you're not just learning how to use each service on its own. In AWS, everything is connected, and that's why it's important to learn how to build your infrastructure step by step, while also understanding how the components work together. You will learn AWS networking, compute, storage, and database services through real-world use cases. You will also gain hands-on experience in designing, deploying, and scaling cloud applications. This course is not about memorizing theories like what EC2 or VPC is. Instead, it's all about getting hands-on and actually building cloud infrastructure and networks with core AWS services. Since the cloud isn't something you can see in front of you like a traditional data center, it's hard to feel confident without real practice. That's why a hands-on course like this is so important. Along the way, you will practice troubleshooting and optimizing a live AWS environment. For this, as we build the infrastructure, we'll also take a look at the detailed options and features each service offers. These settings may seem small, but they're really important when you're working on real projects or fixing issues. That's why it's so valuable to understand these options and know how to use them the right way. And finally, you will build confidence for real-world AWS projects. This course is designed for a wide range of learners. It is for beginners who are new to AWS and want a clear, hands-on learning path. It is also for anyone unfamiliar with AWS cloud infrastructure and its core services. If you want to master the real, practical use of AWS's key services, this course is for you. It is also for those who want to understand how AWS services work together from an infrastructure perspective. And finally, it is for anyone eager to build their own AWS cloud infrastructure from scratch. In this course, we will build an architecture like this. It may look complex at first, but each service or each unit of the infrastructure is simple. By building step by step, you will be able to complete the entire cloud infrastructure without difficulty. This course is made up of 13 chapters in total. Chapter 1 focuses on static web hosting without using a server. From Chapter 2 through Chapter 9, you will build the infrastructure step by step. You will begin with a basic network environment and a single web server. Then, you will gradually enhance it into a scalable and reliable infrastructure using core AWS services. Finally, from Chapter 10 to Chapter 13, you will expand the network environment with various networking services to build an infrastructure similar to a real production environment. Before starting the course, I recommend reviewing some basic AWS concepts using official documents like white papers or FAQs. You don't need deep knowledge. For example, just knowing that S3 is a storage service, CloudFront is a content delivery service, and load balancer distributes traffic is enough. I also recommend using a new AWS account. A new account comes with free tier benefits, which let you use major services free of charge for a limited time or up to a certain usage limit. Some services are not included in the free tier, but I will let you know in advance. We will also clean up resources during the course to avoid unnecessary costs. Knowledge of operating systems or networking will help, but even without it, you can follow the course. And if you prefer not to use the root account, you can also create an IAM user for practice. Finally, let me share a few things before we begin. In this course, I used a Windows PC and the Chrome browser. You can also use Mac OS, but I recommend Chrome or Firefox for the best experience. For connecting to Linux servers, I used PuTTY as the SSH client. Most services used in this course are covered by the free tier. However, some services may cause small charges. Don't worry, I will guide you when to clean up resources so that costs stay minimal. Here is one more tip. Instead of practicing while watching for the first time, it is better to watch the whole course once quickly to understand the flow. Then, follow along in the second round. This will save both time and cost. Now, let's get started with the course.